Hello and welcome to Kapaun Mt Carmel, home of the Crusaders, for Game 3 of the boys' varsity basketball season against Derby. I'm Gabe Breitenbach, joined here by Sophia Jamino. Sophia, say hi.
Hello, folks. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Special shout-out to Amber Dixon. I hope everyone's having a good night, and hopefully they can enjoy this basketball game.
The Crusaders are looking good coming into this matchup this week, Sophia. I mean, after that great defensive win against Heights on Saturday, or excuse me, against Heights on Thursday, that win, of course, at least partially accredited to Ethan Stillstout's incredible buzzer beater three that gave Kapaun the win. That was a great defensive game for Kapaun. And overall, I mean, they've been playing great defensive basketball this year. We're going to take a step aside real fast for the national anthem as soon as they're ready to do that. But Sophia, what do you think about defensive basketball, at least on Kapaun's side, so far this season?
I think against a team like Derby, Kapaun's going to have to step it up a little bit. They did pretty well against Heights on Thursday. Low-scoring game. And they're just going to have to play solid D.
And, I mean, that defensive basketball is going to be what gets Kapaun back to the state tournament, where their season ended last year. And, I mean, it's always been the main priority for head coach Jim Vanna going back to his JV tenure. And we're going to take a step aside here for the national anthem and prayer. And with that, we're ready to start a great game of basketball. I mean, and that's what we're in for. I mean, this is supposed to be a great matchup, one of the best of this week at least. Kapaun, of course, still undefeated, 2-0. Their first win coming against Heights. Their second win coming against Heights last week. So we're going to introduce the starting lineups now. Jameer Clemis, the junior from Derby, starting for Derby.
For Kapaun, number 1, Tiger Jones.
Blake Chadwick, the senior, number 1, starring for Derby.
Number 11, the junior, Henry Thangvall, starting for the Crusaders.
Fontaine Williams, a junior, number 5, starting for the Panthers as well.
6'6", Ethan Stolzatz, number 12, a senior for the Crusaders.
Carter starting for the Panthers as well.
6'1", Grant Johnson, number 13, our senior, started for the Crusaders.
Amari Thomas, the junior, starting for the Panthers as well to round out the lineup.
Last but not least for the Crusaders, Will Ancio, number 14. Crusaders having a little switch in the starting lineup tonight with Henry Thangvall going in for Blake Danacek.
And I think Blake Danacek is still kind of nursing, not the injury, but I mean he sprained his ankle in last week's game against Heights, so he might be kind of nursing that a little bit. He's actually on the sideline over there on the bike. He's trying to get that as loose as possible before he goes in today.
Crusaders led by Coach Jim Vanek, and Derby led by Coach Brett Flory.
And going back to Kapaun basketball, I mean, the budding stars in this team is Ethan Stolzatz. He's really stepped forward this year to start leading the team. I mean, he's been a great scorer so far for Kapaun. He's been a great post presence on both sides of the ball. I mean, his rebounding on both sides of the ball has been great. I mean, he's just been a great post presence, especially on defense. What do you think about him?
Yeah, and he's a dual sport athlete. He also plays football, so that's very beneficial to the game of basketball. He's just an all-around player and really contributes to Kapaun's team.
Yeah, and Derby coming out to get strong here with number 5, Fontaine Williams with the 3. You know, like you were saying, I mean, dual sport athletes are a big part, I mean, of all teams. I mean, Derby, of course, I mean, a successful football program. A lot of basketball players play football as well. You know, I mean, Will Ancio, for example, his way up good. He's also a dual sport athlete. I mean, he actually has at least a preferred walk-on to K-State right now, which is great so far for him. It's just a great thing to be a dual sport athlete. It makes you more versatile. Will Ancio with that rebound. It just makes you a versatile athlete. Just is great overall. It gives you an edge against teams like Derby and Andover and other teams like that I mean, are kind of competing for the same thing Kapaun is. I mean, that state title. So going back to the game.
Out on Cole Barger, number 23, and it's going to be Kapaun's ball on the sideline.
Great play there by Ethan Stolzatz to knock it off him. Inbound to Jones. Jones has also been great, like orchestrating the ball this year for Kapaun. As Will Ancio's pass to Henry Thangvall sets him up for the easy layup and gives Kapaun back the lead. Jim Vanek likes that on the sideline.
Yeah, looks like this game's going to be pretty fast-paced. Both teams playing really aggressive defense, and both teams looking to drive and get the open shot.
Derby looking around. Clemens with the 3. That is good.
Derby's press here is looking difficult for Kapaun, having a little bit of trouble getting the ball in and getting the ball down the court.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be looking to get it across court here. And Tiger Jones does just that. Double teamed near half court, however. Barger nearly gets a steal. They get the ball over to Ethan Stolzatz, however. Ancio goes up. His way up is good for his second basket on the night. Williams' way up is off. Thangvall's way up, no good. Rebounded by Grant Johnson. Fight for the rebound goes to Barger, actually.
Looks like the ball was stripped there.
Williams' 3, good. Derby's been getting all their points from the three-point line so far 3 for 3.
Yeah, second three on the night from Fontaine Williams, who transferred from East this year. Looks like it was tipped there by Derby.
Isaac Ray, the senior, checking in for Derby. Barger heading to the sideline. Inbound goes to Grant Johnson. He's walking around, gets it inside to Will Antio. Antio drives, and his layup is good for his third basket on the night. 3 for 3 so far for him.
Did the same move 3 times in a row. Looks like it's working for him.
Ray coming off the bench and making an immediate impact for it with another 3 for Derby. They are 4 for 4 as a team. Capen struggling a little bit against this press, but they get it across court and into the hands of Will Antio. Antio passes it in to Johnson. That is no good.
Derby looking to run the floor.
And Derby gets a quick basket there. They extend their lead to 5, and it looks like Capen's going to take a timeout.
It's a nice pass there by Amari Thomas.
Will Antio off to a hot start. 3 for 3 from the field, gives him 6 points, and already has a rebound and an assist with that as well.
I think Capen needs to look to slow it down a little bit. Derby's speeding them up. That's when you start making mistakes. And Derby's been on fire. Made every 4 for 4 from the 3-point line. So Capen needs to get a hand in their face.
Capen now breaking the huddle and heading back on the court. They're going to stick with the same people they already have out there. Still stops to inbound. It looks like Derby's going to relax or press a little bit here. Johnson looking around, drives, in trouble, pass it to Still Shots inside to Antio. Still Shots looking to reset the offense a little bit here. He drives, his layup is off. Put back by Thingvall is good, however.
Thingvall with 4 on the night so far.
Derby playing fantastic defense so far. Both sides are, but Ray's shot off. Gives Capen back the ball. Capen looking for a score here, down 4. And Tiger Jones fouled by looks like Ray.
Or it might have been number 1, Blake Chadwick.
Yeah, it was. Chadwick gets his first foul on the night.
Chadwick, a pretty solid player for Derby, has an offer from University of St. Mary's for basketball.
That's a good lower level Division I college. It's always good to see. And Antio in trouble, passes to Thingvall. Johnson with the 3. Or no, excuse me, Danchik with the 3. That is off.
Looks like he got his ankle warmed up. Now he's in the game.
Logan Woodward also in the game for Capen. As Park gets another 3 for Derby. They're 5 for 5 now as a team. And if Capen wants to beat Derby tonight, they're going to have to play better 3-point defense, as Capen needs to get it across the half-court line. Thingvall in the corner for 3. No good. Rebounded by Samuel Same, excuse me. Ray's pass intercepted by Thingvall. Thingvall pushing up the court. Out to Danchek. Tiger Jones looking around. Has Woodward in the corner. Inside to Antio. He drives. His shot blocked. Tiger Jones for 3. That is good.
First bucket of the night for Jones.
And first 3 for Capen. Williams' 3 is good.
Williams 3 for 3 on the night.
And Tiger Jones' pass goes over his head. Actually, I think he's 3 for 4. I think he missed the layup early on.
Oh, yeah, but from the 3-point line. Yeah.
3-point line, he's 3 for 3. Derby coming out in a stack formation off the inbound. Porter now in for Kapaun, as well as Johnson coming back in. Rebound goes to Same. Inside to Barger. Double teamed. Gets the layup off, and that is good. Kapaun struggling to get this ball across the half-court line, but they get it.
Derby looking for a trap.
Inside to Johnson. And Johnson's pass goes to Woodward, and that is out of bounds.
Looks like it was hit by Derby, so it's going to be Kapaun's ball.
Great defense by Derby here. Let's see if Kapaun can get something going. So they're down by 9. Dantrick looking for something in the corner. Stillsalt strives. His way up is off. Gets his own rebound, though. Goes back up. His shot is off again, but he is fouled.
Stolzotz is one of those guys. He won't give up when he has the ball. He gets his own rebounds, hustle, and now he's here on the free throw line.
Barger gets called for the foul, and that is his first on the night. Second team foul for Derby. Stillsotz's first free throw is good. Stillsotz's second free throw was good.
Derby up by 7.
Starting Kapaun off perfect. And Antio's going to come in for Stillsotz, give him a break. Porter playing tight defense. As Derby looking around. Kason Fisher also checks in for Derby. He's at the top of the key. Williams' 3 is off. Rebounded by Grant Johnson. Johnson to Porter. Porter's way up. Blocked. Or no, goaltending called, so Porter's layup will be good. Derby fans not happy about that one.
Not often you see that in a high school game, Gabe.
Still a great effort by Same. And Porter will be called for the reach-in foul.
18.1 seconds left in this first quarter. It's been pretty quick. Kapaun Derby is still up by 5.
And that'll be Porter's first foul. Still playing tight defense. He's doing a great job so far for Kapaun. Thomas over to Sammy. And he is trapped up as Woodward tries to truck up some sort of shot, and that is no good.
Good job by Kapaun there, not letting Derby score at the end of the quarter. It's been a pretty fast-paced game. Kapaun only down by 5. Both teams playing pretty solid defense.
And you know, Will Antio was on that last defensive plan. I mean, still having great play, great game so far. As we already mentioned, 6 points, now 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. I mean, he has become one of the leaders on his team, and he's only a sophomore, even though he hasn't been here as long as some of the seniors. But he started last year as a freshman, and he's coming to this season. And I mean, I know it hurt more for the seniors than the juniors last year when the tournament was canceled due to COVID, but Antio was right there with him. I mean, he was very upset when he was told he couldn't play anymore, and so he's looking to get back with the rest of the team.
Yeah, and he's a key aspect to this Crusaders team. Really a great presence down low, really strong with the ball, and is able to get some easy buckets.
And here we go.
Derby on the other end, though, is on fire from the 3 right now. Kapaun at the end of that quarter, started to do a better job of not allowing those three-point shots.
Yeah, it looks like Kapaun will be receiving the ball. Not receiving the ball, with a lot of possession going into the second quarter. Woodward looking around, gets into Porter, who drives, and his way up is off. Couldn't quite get control there. Thomas trying to make something happen, but can't. Thomas for three. That is no good. Rebound by Woodward. Stolen by Barger. Stolen back by Danchek. And here comes Kapaun. Ball knocked out by Thomas, but Danchek able to turn around and shoot for two. Great play there by Danchek to get the steal and the easy bucket. Maybe not an easy bucket, but a bucket nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a great jump shot. Really solid D by Luke Porter, utilizing his speed to help on the defensive end.
Another rebound for Will Ansel, and great defense by Grant Johnson to force the miss. Johnson driving. His way up, no good. Tip back by Ancio, no good. Two tip backs by Ancio, no good. Three, no good. Great effort by Ancio, but just couldn't get it to go in. Derby looking around. Thomas drives and loses the ball. Out of bounds, so that'll be Kapaun's ball. Great defense by Blake Danchek there. Grant Johnson and Ancio heading, or no, excuse me, Johnson and Porter heading to the bench. Stolzatz and Tiger Jones coming back on for Kapaun.
I think Kapaun needs to utilize their size here. Much bigger team. They have a really huge starting five. But they first got to be able to break this press that Derby's throwing at them.
Stolzatz called for the foul there. Kapaun sideline as well as the fans. Not happy about that. But that'll be Stolzatz's first foul of the night. Yeah, like you said, that defense is causing, quite a few turnovers so far for Kapaun. So they've got to figure out how to break that press and, maybe get fast break opportunities along with that.
Yeah, usually if a team scores on you, if they're being pressed and they score on you a few times, the other team will take the press off. So Kapaun needs to try to do that so they won't have the press the whole game.
And I think that's what they started kind of doing that. Obviously they've gone back to the press, but in the first quarter, Kapaun was good breaking the press a few times, and Derby kind of laid off a little.
Yeah.
Stolzatz driving. Swings it back out to Danchek, who shoots a three. That is no good. Ancio fighting for the rebound, but it looks like Derby's going to retain possession as it goes out of bounds. Great job by Ancio to poke the ball out, but it looks like it's going to stay in Derby's possession.
Kapaun doing a really good job so far in the second quarter on defense. Derby not being able to score very much.
Clemens, shot is good. Puts the Panthers back up by 5. Let's see what Kapaun can do to respond. Woodward needs to break this press. Gets it back to Thingvall. Back to Woodward. Now up the court to Stolzatz. Great job breaking the press. Stolzatz for 3. That is good. Stolzatz not slowing down from 3 after last game's buzzer beater.
Yeah, good decision there. Instead of driving, he just decided to take the open 3.
And now rebound by Stolzatz. Great and one play there by, looks like Clemens. That'll be Stolzatz's second foul. But it looks like he's going to be staying on the court. Yannick has faith that.
Yeah, it looks like the foul was called on the floor there.
Oh, so no shot. Well, excuse my mistake. Chadwick's three, no good. And now go over the backboard and out of bounds. See what Kapaun's press break can do here. Grant in trouble. Great job by Woodward to draw the foul.
Yeah, Kapaun needs to move the ball quick because Derby's trying to trap, so there's going to be a man open, so they just need to get it down the floor.
Clemens with his first foul. He'll be heading to the bench. Stolzat's coming out as well. Tiger Jones back on the floor for Kapaun. Let's see if Jones has better luck against this press. He needs to get a pass off. Gets up the floor to Johnson. Johnson to Ancio. Ancio spins. Shot is no good. Out of bounds off of Derby, however, so Kapaun will keep the ball.
Kapaun only down by 2 now.
Ancio shooting 3 for 7 now. 6 points. He's doing pretty good. Speaking of Ancio, he's looking around. Swings out to Johnson, who drives. Dumps it off to Woodward, who was fouled hard. And will be heading to the line for 2.
Good job by Woodward there trying to draw the foul. Little pump fake and was able to get the foul.
Woodward with the opportunity to tie up the game for Kapaun. Woodward's first attempt is no good.
Number 35, Amari Thomas, coming in for the Panthers.
Looks like Kai Kuhn's waiting to come in for Woodward. Woodward's second attempt is good.
Kai Kuhn's another dual athlete.
Yes,
one of the quarterbacks for Kapaun.
Backup quarterback for Kapaun Mt. Carmel. Looks to be the starter next year in his senior year. You know, the Kapaun point guards have done a great job applying pressure to the Derby point guard, so let's see if Kuhns can keep that up. Wide open three for Thomas, and that is good.
Chad with the assist there.
Johnson pushing up the floor for Kapaun. He drives. His shot is no good. Foul was called on what looks like Thomas.
Grant Johnson does a really good job of attacking the basket and driving. That's his strong suit.
And actually, Trent Park called for that foul. That'll be his first of the night. Grant Johnson good on the first. So he does with his second. Good on the second. That will be Grant Johnson's first points on the night. He's been a great scorer for Kapaun so far this season, dropping 15 against North and a handful against Heights as well. Ball poked out of Kai Kuhn's hands, but it looks like Kapaun's going to retain possession.
Yeah, it looks like Derby's not too happy about that call. And
actually, the refs aren't either, so they're going to change the call. Coach Vanek not happy about the inconsistency in the refs' calls.
I mean, it did look like it was out on Kai Kuhn's, but the refs need to be consistent.
Oh, Grant Johnson could have had a turnover there, or could have had a takeaway there, but wasn't meant to be. Kason Fisher misses a three, gets his own rebound and drives for the layup. Derby coming back with the press, up to Johnson, who gets it across half court, drives, is stripped, and now will be out of bounds. And it looks like Derby's actually going to get the ball here. Dangvall not happy about that.
Kapaun looking to get a stop.
Williams working at the top of the key. Dumps out to Thomas. Derby looking for anything open, but there's nothing. Chadwick now sizing up defense. Passes out to Fisher, who shoots a 3, and that is good. Derby has been shooting great from 3 tonight, and Kapaun needs to come up with a response with that.
Derby has the lead of 7 now.
Johnson double teamed, gets it over to Ancio. Ancio drives, spins, layup, no good.
Derby throws the ball away.
That's exactly what Kapaun needed. Now they need to get something going here on offense.
Yeah, this press by Derby is a struggle for Kapaun.
Johnson looking around. Dumps off to Thingvall. Thingvall for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Thomas. Clemens working Johnson. Sarver Johnson, no good.
Kapaun looking to push it up.
Tiger Jones in trouble. His pass is stolen by Ray. Ray pushing up the court for Derby. Derby looking inside. Back to Ray for the layup.
A nice cut there by Ray.
Danachek now pushing the ball up. Out to Thingvall in the corner. He can't get his own rebound. Rebound by Ray. Ray passes the ball up the court, gets it back. Thomas for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Danachek.
Timeout by Kapaun. I think it was a good call there by Coach Vanek, trying to slow the Crusaders down.
They just need to take a break. You know what, the last game we announced, Heights versus Andover, we saw this. We saw Derby, who's a fast-paced team, trying to keep the pace, going quickly. And Kapaun does better when it's a slower pace and, we have more control of the ball. And so, I think that's exactly why Jim Van called timeout. I think he's going to try to get Kapaun to slow down the pace a little bit here.
Yeah, and the Crusaders need to adjust to this because Derby isn't going to let up the pressure. Even on the half-court end, their defense is still really solid, a lot of pressure. So Kapaun needs to figure out a way to get some offense going on.
But, so far, Kapaun's been doing pretty good. They're down by 9 right now, but overall, both sides of the ball have been great.
We'll see what Kapaun has up for us as they come out, and same with Derby. There's less than a minute left in the second quarter.
I think Kapaun will have to get 1, maybe 2 good possessions before going into the half. Get some momentum for the break.
Yeah, maybe cut the lead.
Jones to inbound for Kapaun. It looks like Woodward checks in as well. Woodward is quickly double-teamed. Tries to dribble out of it, but can't. Passes up to Thingvall, passes up to Ancio. His shot is good.
A close one there. Luckily, Thingvall was able to grab the ball.
Derby looking to run some clock here with just under 30 seconds to play.
$15 seconds left.
Williams' shot, no good. Rebound goes to Thomas. Thomas for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Woodward. No shot. either way, Cape down by 7 going into the half, but like we said, I mean, they got that one position that kind of gave them a little bit more momentum. I mean, so far, I mean, Will Answers had a great game so far. He is currently 4 for 9 with 8 points. But overall, I mean, he has Will Answers also with 5 rebounds and an assist. But I mean, overall, Capen's been going great on offense and defense.
Yeah, Derby 34, Kapaun 27. Both teams trying to regroup at halftime.
Yeah.
And come out strong.
And we will join you for the second half shortly. Well, welcome back to Kapaun Mt. Carmel, home of Crusader basketball. Looks like the Panthers are going to be receiving the ball out of the half. So what do you think, Sophia, of this matchup so far?
It's been a pretty solid game, very quick pace. Kapaun's having a tough time against Derby's press, getting sped up, and Derby's been on fire and just been moving the ball really well. Both teams have been pretty solid defensively, and Kapaun's just struggling on the offensive end.
I mean, Derby's been great from three so far. I mean, I think they're about 5 from 7, if I'm not mistaken, which is great, especially as a high school team. As what could have been called a travel does not, and Bargain now drives to the hoop. And that'll be called a jump ball. And now I'll go to Kapaun.
Let's see if Kapaun made some adjustments at halftime to beat this press. Looks like they're still struggling.
Let's see what the call is here. Looks like the refs are just going to reset that play. Okay, here we go. Jones, big pass up to Danchek. Danchek got the stool shots. Looks like Kapaun's just going to reset here. Danchek drives. He is no good. Will Ansel with the putback. That is good.
Brings him to 10 on the night.
And brings Kapaun to within 5. Into Bargain. He is stripped. Ends up in the hands of Ethan Stolstotz. Jones in trouble. Off the foot of it looks like Thomas. And now it'll be Kapaun's ball.
Looks like Jones might have thrown it off his foot there, so we didn't get a 5-second call.
And he also gives him a chance to reset. Double teamed again, however, but fights through this time, gets up to Johnson. Danchek is able to drive. His layup is no good, however. Clemens with the rebound and fast break layup.
Nice move by Clemens.
Looks like Danchek is, excuse me now, still having trouble. Jones is tripped up by himself, it looks like. And it looks like Williams hits an and one way up there.
Brayton Johnson with the foul.
Vanek not happy with Jones's trip going uncalled. I mean, it looks like he got tripped up by a Derby player there, but I mean, he could have tripped on himself, and it looks like that's what the ref saw.
Number 20, Trent Park coming in for the Panthers.
Vanek really not happy with the call. Well, looks like he's going to agree with the ref. As Clemens, 2 free throws, puts the Derby lead up to, excuse me, that was not Clemens, that was Williams. 2 free throws makes the Derby lead double digits now. Danchek looking around the corner. Jones in the corner for 3. That is no good.
Foul called there on 5, Fontaine Williams.
Danchek to inbound for Kapaun. That'll be Williams' first foul. Gets the ball into stool shots. Johnson driving. He is blocked. Excuse me, that was just no good. As Jones will be called for a foul. That'll be his second. Oh, excuse me, that'll be his first on the night.
Tiger trying to stop Williams from scoring there.
And he'll be shooting 2. Looks like Luke Porter's going to come in for Jones.
Also number 30 coming in for Derby, Isaac Ray.
Bargan heading to the sideline for Derby as well. Williams' second free throw. That is no good as well. Rebound by Ancio.
Luke Porter pushing the ball.
Ancio, way up, good, and 1. Great play by Danchek and Ancio there. And Danchek with the assist and Will with the great finish.
That's what Kapaun's trying to do in this transition, trying to get to the basket and score.
Ancio's free throw, good. Puts in for 13 on the night. Now Kapaun trying to press. Thomas looking around, drives. His attempt is off. Great defense by Will Ancio. Ray's shot off as well. Rebound by Stillsots. Danchek trying to make something happen. Drives, loses it, is fouled. It looks like that is going to be on Chadwick. Logan Woodward checking into the game. It looks like Henry Thingwall coming in as well. Grant Johnson and Ancio coming to the sideline.
Danachek throwing the ball in for Kapaun.
In to Stillsots, and that's a quick layup for 2.
Derby up by 5, 39-34.
Let's see if Kapaun can get a couple more stops here to get them back with a reasonable deficit. Kason Fisher passes it back up top. 3 from Clemens, no good. Rebounded by Danachek. Danachek pushing up the 4 now. Made by Thingvall, good, and 1.
Great ball movement by Kapaun. Drive and kick, and Thingvall was able to get that and 1. Arger, Same, and Williams coming in for the Derby Panthers.
Kapaun is 7 for 9 on the night. Excuse me, 7 for 8 on the night. Free throw shooting. And I'll make that 8 for 9. Great defensive play there by Luke Porter to tip the ball out of bounds.
Gives Kapaun a chance to settle down. Hopefully play some solid defense here and get a stop.
Great defensive play by by Logan Woodward. Knocks the ball out of bounds once again. Three from Williams, no good. 3 from Ray. That is no good. Rebound by Thingvall. Up to Ancio. Ancio gets up to Danachek. Danachek blocked by Same. That is a beautiful defensive play by Same.
Logan Woodward throwing it in for Kapaun.
Great drive there by Luke Porter. He'll be shooting 2. Foul goes to Same. That'll be his first on the night. Grant Johnson looking to check in. Luke Porter's first free throw is good.
Derby now only up by 1. Kapaun's done a good job of pushing the ball up and playing solid defense.
Porter's second free throw is off. Rebound by Ancio. Kapaun will have another chance here. They're looking to make something happen here. Down by 1. Porter in trouble. Gets it to Woodward. Woodward looking around. Gets to Ancio in the paint. Johnson drives. Swings out to Thingvall. Thingvall for 3. That is no good. Nearly ends up in the hands of Ancio. Great rebounding by Kapaun, but it ends up in Derby's hands. Great hustle there by the Kapaun rebounders. Will Ancio and Logan Woodward. Raise 3. That is good. It looks like Kapaun's going to take a timeout here.
Derby finally scored there. Honestly, in the second half, they've been not making as many threes as they were in the first half. But that 3 by Ray helped to extend the lead to 4.
You know, that might wake them up a little bit. But Kapaun, their defense has been great so far. I mean, we saw the hustle there by Williamson and Logan Woodward. I mean, they nearly got the rebound and the steal. But Kapaun just, they come into this third quarter strong. I mean, they looked a little defeated. They're down by 10, and now they're just down by 4.
Yeah, they're hustling really well, getting some offense going, which they struggled with in the first half. So they're doing pretty good, and Derby's playing solid too.
Ancio continuing his great first half, now at 13 points and has 7 rebounds. Again, these are unofficial stats, but we try to do our best to keep you guys informed. Derby looking to press once again here. Gets the ball in the Porter. Crusaders get it across half court.
Did a good job there breaking the press.
Bargan with the steal. Bargan looking to drive it for himself. Dumps it off to Clemens. His shot is good. Assist goes to Bargan. Or Barger, excuse me. Thingvall gets the pass to Porter. Danacek for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Thingvall. That is good.
Nice putback by Thingvall. Nice bucket by Clemens.
That gives him 13 on the night. Crusaders looking to do something here. Trying to make a statement down by 6. With just over 2 minutes left to play in the third. Johnson drives. Called for the blocking called. So it looks like Johnson will shoot 2. Clemens called for that.
Johnson looking to knock these down to cut the lead to 4. Makes the first.
Kapaun doing very well, 9 for 10 on the night.
Ethan Stolzot's coming in for the Crusaders.
Or excuse me, 9 for 11. Johnson's second attempt is good. Chadwick trying to reset his offense a little bit here.
Williams with the ball.
Williams for 3. That is no good. Derby gets it back. Chadwick looking around. Or excuse me, Clemens looking around.
Minute 20 left in the third quarter.
Thomas for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson in trouble, looking for help. Gets up to Thingvall. Thingvall gets to Danchek in the corner. Danchek for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Thomas. Barger drives. Grant Johnson called for the blocking foul.
Johnson looking to get the charge there. Didn't happen, so Barger's at the line. Shooting 2.
That'll be Johnson's second foul of the night. Johnson looking around here. A little confused at what's... Oh, the court is slick. Looks like they got it dried up a little bit. Barger's first attempt is good. With under a minute to play here, Caven's looking to, well, hopefully Barger missing. Caven's looking to get 1, maybe 2 possessions out of what they have left. Barger, second attempt. That is off. Rebound by Stulsatz.
Capen looking to push up. Good job breaking the press.
Grant Johnson, no good. Luke Porter with the putback and 1. Great job by Luke Porter to get the heads-up play with the putback.
Great hustle play by Porter there. Samuel Salme coming in for Derby.
Capen needs this free throw here by Luke Porter. No good. Ethan Stars with the rebound. That is no good. Stulsatz with another rebound. And his shot is good. Derby looking to hold on to the ball for the last shot of the game. 23 seconds left. Williams gets the mid-range jumper to go. Capen has 15 seconds. Stulsatz pushing up the court. Loses it. Gets it back. Gets it to Johnson. Danchek in the corner for 3. That is good! Gives Capen the lead. Or excuse me, ties up the game. Luke Porter with the block to end the third quarter.
Great third quarter by the Crusaders. Able to tie up the game.
Great shot by
struggling on the
Danchek.
offensive end. That was a good shot. Blake finally got one to go in.
Don't roast him. No, but yeah, he's been struggling for the
Yeah,
threes.
a little cold.
A little cold from the three-point line this season, but he looks like he's finally got his rhythm a little bit here.
Yeah, and he's a solid shooter. You can always count on him to make a 3 when it matters most.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, he's probably the best shooter on this team, I would say at least.
Yeah, he constantly is working on his shot, always trying to improve his game.
And so Capen's clawed back from being down by 10. Game is now tied from that Danchek 3. Capen is in the bonus to start off this third quarter. And I believe they'll be starting out with the ball.
It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter.
Or excuse me, Derby will start off with the ball here. So we have 8 minutes left to play. And both teams aren't willing to give an answer. See what Capen can do.
Capen stepped it up on the defensive end. Let's see what they can do here.
Williams working the ball. Porter with great defense. Chadwick tries to get in the, gets over to Bargain exactly. Excuse me. Woodward loses the ball. And it looks like Derby's going to have it. Derby looking to get a score here.
First got to get it in. There we go.
Clement Clemens pump fakes, shoots a mid-ranger.
That
is
was a nice
good.
play by Clemens.
Inbound to Stulsatz. Stulsatz dribbles around Barger. Great job by Stulsatz to draw the foul.
It's going to be a 1-and-1.
And that'll be Barger's third foul. He's one of the best post presidents for Derby, so he might have to sit a little bit. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Ray comes in for him. Derby in a little bit of foul trouble.
Hopefully Ethan can knock him down.
Thomas and Ray, the only players for Derby with under 2 fouls. Great job by Ethan Stulsatz to knock that down.
Yeah, and Derby needs to be careful at the end of the game as Kapaun's in the bonus. They need to limit their fouls as much as possible.
So that's the second attempt. That is good to tie it back up. Kapaun is now 12 for 14 on the night with free throws.
Tiger Jones coming in for Luke Porter.
See what Kapaun can do on the defensive end of the ball. Williams looking around. Ray inside. That goes off the hands of multiple people, but his last touch by Clemens. So that'll be Kapaun ball. Kapaun with an opportunity to get their first lead since the first quarter here.
Kapaun's definitely done a better job of breaking the press in the second half.
And the Derby defensive press is looking to lay off a little here.
Good pass.
Stulsatz with another basket.
Kapaun now with the lead, 53-51.
That gives Stulsatz 13 on the night. He's had a great game so far. Clemens sizing up the defense. Swings up to Ray. Ray drives. His way up. No good. Rebound goes to Danacek. Who's in trouble? Ball gets knocked loose.
And it'll be Derby ball.
Woodward dove for that. Might have been off a Derby player already, but great hustle nonetheless.
Kapaun applying more pressure.
Great defense by Kapaun. Causes Derby to call a timeout here. So Kapaun, 53-51, their first lead since the first quarter. In the bonus, they're looking good. Derby in a lot of foul trouble. And, I mean, we've had a lot of people. Something Kapaun struggled with last game is they really didn't have a whole lot of people step up to help with scoring. But they've had the opposite here tonight. I mean, we have number 11, Henry Thingvall. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But Thingvall as well as Stulsatz and Ansfield on the bench right now, but he's had a tremendous game as well.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of moving the ball, looking for the open guy, making those shots. And also their defense has been really solid too.
It's been phenomenal this second half.
Yeah, Derby seeming to struggle a little bit, trying to get things going, but with Kapaun's defense, it's been hard on the offensive end.
Let's see what Derby can do with their possession here. Williams looking around. Gets it inside. Derby is passing around, looking for an open look. Ethan Stulsatz called for the blocking foul. That'll be his third, I believe. That's the 14th foul for Kapaun. So the Panthers have an inbound play. Panthers looking to set up their offense.
Another foul called.
Now Jones called for a foul. That is Kapaun's 5th personal foul, or team foul. That'll be Jones' second.
Kapaun's now 2 fouls away from Derby going into the bonus.
Layup by Clemens to tie up the game.
Capon seemed to leave Clemens wide open.
Silsot's driving. In trouble. Pass it to Thingvall. That is good. For Thingvall's 10th point. Excuse me, his 11th point. Rebound by Stolzotz. Capon pushing up the court. Danchek. Thingvall in the corner. That is no good. Rebound by Thingvall. Thingvall called.
Looks like Stolzotz was called for a foul.
Looks like pushing as he was fighting for the rebound. That'll be his 4th, so he'll go to the bench.
Will Ancio and Grant Johnson coming in for the Crusaders.
Williams looking around.
Derby keeping good spacing.
Here we go. As Derby needs a score. Well, they don't need it, but it would help here. As Ray tries to get inside, and that's off the hands of Grant Johnson. So Derby will retain possession.
4:42 left in the game. Capon up by 2.
Better defense on the inbound play this time. As Williams' 3 is off. And it looks like that'll be Capon ball after it was tipped out of bounds. Thomas called for the foul. That'll be his 1st. And Grant Johnson will go to the free throw line for 1-1. Sophia, do you know when they go into double in high school? Double bonus?
I believe it's at 10. So just one more foul from Derby, and then Capon going to double bonus.
Excuse me, that's Thingvall at the line. And his first free throw is good for his 12th point of the night. And Capon is now 13 for 15 shooting the ball at the free throw line. And rebound by Thingvall after he misses one. His putback is good.
And got a 3-point play for Thingvall.
Thomas for 3. That is good. Capon needs to get the ball in bounds. Gets to Will Ancio. Ancio looking around. Crusaders need to get it past half court. They do. They get Danchek an open look, but he passes it away. Capon looking to slow down here. What were you going to say, Sophia?
Yeah, they're just looking to get a score here, move the ball.
Danchek for 3. That is no good. Rebound by Ray. Here comes Derby. Williams looking around.
Smart decision by Williams to pull it out as there was 3 Capon defenders.
As he is fouled, he will head to the free throw line. Looks like Grant Johnson called for the foul there. That'll be his 3rd.
Now Derby will be in a bonus 2.
First
Misses
free
the first.
throw from Williams is no good.
Barger coming in for Derby.
And remember, he has 3. Williams, second time is good. Brings the lead within 1. Capon gets it to Will Ancio. Need to get it across half court. Get it to Tiger Jones. Tiger driving. Back to Grant, who looks for the 3 but doesn't get it.
Yeah, gonna take his time, run some offense.
Capon, Grant in trouble. Gets it to Ancio. Inside to Ancio, his layup. No good. The Kapaun sideline and the fans not happy about these calls. Tiger Jones gets a steal.
Very sped up game right now.
Danchek driving. That is no good. Barger called for the blocking foul. That'll be his 4th, and Danchek will head to the line for 2.
Intense few minutes there, Gabe.
I like it. I like this fast pace. Janchek's first is no good.
Amari Thomas back in for the Panthers.
And Luke Porter coming in for the Crusaders. Tiger going to the bench. Danchek's second attempt's good.
Brings Kapaun's lead to 2.
Great defense by Porter. Travel called on Williams. Great defense by Luke Porter there.
Derby still with this press.
Porter breaks it all by himself. In trouble, gets it to Johnson. Johnson now drives. Danchek is called for the charge. And that'll send Derby to the charity stripe. That'll be Danchek's first foul of the game. Excuse me, that will not be. Derby will not be going to the charity stripe. That is an offensive foul.
Derby taking their time, trying to get a good shot.
Thomas trying to get a look. Thomas inside, guarded by Antio. That is no good. Rebound by Antio. Great defense by Antio and rebounding.
Kapaun try not to force anything, try not to rush. It's hard with this, the pressure by Derby's defense, though.
Johnson looking around. Kapaun trying to run some clock.
Yeah, just moving the ball around.
Waiting for the call. Looks like Thomas is called for the blocking foul, so that will make Antio head to the line, and now he will be shooting 2 automatically as Kapaun is now in the double bonus.
1:30 left in the game.
Antio is perfect at the free throw line so far. Let's see what he can do here. First one is good. That moves Kapaun to 15 for 19 on the night.
Barger back in the game.
Remember, he has 4 fouls, so we'll have to be careful. Antio's second free throw, no good.
Thangville trying to get the rebound out on him. So it'll be Derby's ball.
Looks like Derby's going to call timeout. Down by 3. Kapaun's holding on to a small lead here with just over a minute left to play.
Kapaun's gained this lead in the second half. We're down by 10. And was able, now they're up 60-57. Derby has been struggling to get some momentum.
But you know, Kapaun's defense has been phenomenal this second half. I know we've said it a lot, but compared to what they did in the first half, and even early on in the second half, they were down by 10 at one point, and now they're up by 3. I mean, that is because of defensive basketball.
Yeah, and they've also started to figure out how to break the press, how to move the ball better and quick and get those open shots. Derby looking to tie it or get the lead eventually. Still like over a minute left. And it's gonna be a dogfight this last minute and 26 seconds.
It looks like Kapaun's gonna stick with who they had on the floor. Stolasat's still in. Remember, he has 4 fouls as well, so he'll have to be careful along with Barger for Derby.
Derby's ball.
Luke Porter still playing terrific defense. He's already made Williams turn the ball over multiple times.
Kapaun's bench getting excited.
Barger with it. Pass out to Thomas. Pump fakes. Inside to Barger. His way up is good.
Timeout by Derby. So Derby able to cut the lead to 1. Get that bucket there. Kapaun playing pretty solid D. Good pressure by Luke Porter on the Derby's point guard.
Yeah, I mean, he's like he's a very, he's a dual sport athlete. I mean, we keep saying they're versatile. But I mean, he's one of the few players on the court that has the stamina and, I mean, the ability to guard full court for the entire time that he's in.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job. It's really important, especially against Derby's point guards, who are very quick, have great ball handling. Kapaun looking to score once they get the ball here.
Yeah, I mean,
still up by 1, but they kind of want to extend that lead if they can.
Yeah, a score here would, at least put them up by 3. I mean, that would be phenomenal, at least to get some sort of, at least marginal lead.
Yeah, and definitely don't want to give the ball back to Derby because that would give them the opportunity to get the lead, which is what they are looking for here.
Danachek into inbound. Gets it to Johnson. Kapaun gets it across half court.
If Kapaun can kill time, they're going to try to do that.
Turnover by Johnson.
Yeah, Amari Thomas with the steal.
Kapaun in need of a stop. Derby calls another timeout. They will have 1 remaining. Excuse me, I guess they will have 2 remaining. My apologies.
I bet you they could look for the last shot, but you don't want to risk it. They probably want to score it right away if they can, and then look for a steal on the defensive end.
I mean, I think you're right. I think they're looking. I think they're looking for the last basket. Whether they get that or not depends on just the opportunity they get. I think they're just going to take whatever opportunity they have to score, and just go off of that.
Yeah, and Kapaun wants to get the ball back, up by 1. If they can get the ball, kill time, they'll secure the win.
And I mean, with just under, is it 30 seconds? 30 seconds remaining?
Yeah, around 30 seconds remaining.
Let's see who Vanek decides to put all on the floor. Let's see, he's going to stick with the same people once again.
Yeah, 34 seconds remaining in the game.
Derby looking to set something up here.
Williams with the ball.
Will answer with a massive block.
20 seconds left.
And Derby will be using it a last timeout. I was wrong last time. They did only have 1 timeout remaining, and that will be their final timeout of the game with 17.6 seconds remaining.
Derby having some trouble getting. Williams had that shot there, but it was blocked by Ancio. so they had some trouble scoring. But Kapaun did a good job on defense, stopping them, playing solid D.
And I mean, they've had to use all 3 of their timeouts, or not all of them, but 3 of their 4 timeouts on this possession.
Yeah, I mean, they don't want to mess anything up. They have to get a shot, a good shot, to be able to get the lead. And Kapaun's just got to hold on defense.
I mean, that's exactly what they're doing. I mean, Will Antu with that massive block that we just saw, I mean, that's a statement. I mean, especially on a player like Williams, who's been an issue for Kapaun so far this game.
Yeah, and I know both teams going to fight till the last second and keep hustling.
And here we go.
.6 seconds left.
And I mean, if Kapaun does get a stop here, Derby's going to be forced to foul. And so.
Yeah, they will have to.
Clemens drives.
5 seconds.
5 seconds. That is no good. Rebound by Danchek, and Kapaun wins.
Kapaun wins against the Derby Panthers.
That moves Kapaun to 3-0, to Derby to 2-1.
What a nail-biter game. That was a good game.
What a phenomenal performance by the Crusaders here tonight, especially by Will Antill and Ethan Stillsotz.
And Henry Thingvold.
I mean, the whole Kapaun team contributed, especially Luke Porter on the defensive end. I mean, his defensive presence, especially on Williams, just gave Kapaun the ability to come back. I mean, they were down by 10.
Yeah, what an exciting win. Both teams fought very hard. It was just overall a great game.
Well, it's been Gabe Bryanbach and Sofia Jamino. Happy to share a Kapaun win with you guys. And join us on Monday for Kapaun sophomore basketball.
Have a good night.
Good night.